Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto for another video review. This time it's yet another Fazer travel edition. This time it's Rio de Janeiro, and it's mint and choco drops infused into delicious milk chocolate. So you can see basically what that means there. Lovely, gorgeous, with Karl Fazer branding on the top. Not really sure what's the inspiration for these travel editions. I mean, this one may be a bit coincidentally where the Olympics were, so I don't know whether that's, I don't know whether they just wanted to somehow get Rio onto one of their brands, and then sort of thought, well, we'll do a few others as well. But just if it is, as far as I know, there's 4 different ones: Copenhagen, Rio, London, and New York. They're all very nice, actually, all of them. The Copenhagen one was particularly nice, but extremely, exquisitely nice. So this one's got a lot to live up to. I'll save this one to last because it's mint, because obviously it can affect your taste buds a bit. So you can see clearly it's got the I can't remember the actual name of it now, sorry about that, but obviously the statue of Jesus there. It's obviously the famous Rio landmark. And of course palm trees as well, the beach and stuff like that, Copacabana. Oh, I'm annoyed I can't remember what that is. Oh, never mind, sorry about that. Not totally ignorant, but obviously needs to brush up perhaps. Yes, okay. Anyway, yes, so it's a Finnish watcher of my videos, Jayton and Ellie, that put me onto this one and the Copenhagen one, because I basically hadn't reviewed those, and I was meaning to look to see if there were more. Going to keep monitoring it, and they kindly informed me that there were, and thank you very much for that, and hope you're watching. Hello if you are. So basically here we are. So I ordered them straight away, basically, literally in 5 seconds of, or maybe 10, of Jayton and Ellie telling me about them. Yes, in fact, well, they took a few days to come, but I basically had to order them off Amazon. They're not available in the UK. Cost a fair bit, but it's really worth it. And of course, I can bring them to you in that case, so no problem at all. Right, so there's a nice wrapper here. So you've got the nice sort of mint, sort of metallic mint there going on. I don't think the others have a. Oh yeah, just looking at the raspberry one there, the Copenhagen one does have a sort of like a metallic sheen to it. So they're all the same size generally. This is just about 19.2, I think, unscientifically. It's got a bit of flourishes, so probably use about 3 centimetres. Really hard to work out, well, not hard, but they're really annoying to work out the calories on the back of these, because they give you, it's a 100 gram bar generally. 130 gram bar, sorry, but they give you per 100 grams, so it's really annoying. You have to kind of work out what's in it. Generally, people don't care, do they really? Just eat the chocolate. But obviously, when doing a review, I try to do it for you. I could work it out beforehand, of course, and maybe I should, but I kind of try to emphasise just how annoying it is if they don't give you the actual proper values, So I don't want to, so there is, I don't know, maybe I should work it out before, I don't know. But anyway, on the back it says, yes, as unwrapped the world, Karl Fazer was an explorer following his footsteps. I don't quite know if he really was an explorer. Maybe he was, and maybe he did for some reason go specifically to Rio, London, Copenhagen and New York. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything about that. Maybe it does online. There's some kind of competition going on where there's some code you can input if it's on the inside or whatever. But I think you have to live in it's Latvia, Estonia and Finland basically. So yeah. There we go. Right. So yes, let's try and give you the showing. I do, well, it's a pain to do this, but we'll go for it anyway. So per 100 grams, it's 537 calories. So for the whole bar, right. So we're basically adding, so it's 537 calories. So roughly 54 is a tenth of that. So 162. We add on to that, so 162. So we're now looking at 799 calories for the whole bar. So let's just say 800 for the sake of it. Okay, so 32 grams of fat. So again, 3.2 is a tenth. So we add, so 9.6. So it is 41.6 grams of fat, which is very similar to the other one I had. The Copenhagen one. 20 grams from what I remember. For 20 grams of fat, of which is saturates. So again, that means it's 26 grams of saturated fat. So roughly, this comes in all the others. Well, they all come in sort of sticks, I guess, that you can break. It's a segmented bar you break via stick. It doesn't have a horizontal breakage that's naturally possible. There's no groove, but there is the horizontal ones. So there's basically 8 of them. So a quarter of the bar is roughly what you would have as a regular bar. So 700 calories, a quarter of 700, 225, I believe. So 225, it's quite a lot of calories, is 1/4 of the bar. And that's equivalent to basically, a regular chocolate bar. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. It's about 30. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yes, it's about. Yeah, so it's about 32.5 grams, isn't it? That. So yes, that is an equivalent to a regular chocolate bar in weightage and calories. It's 1/4 of this. It's not much from looking at it, but that's the equivalent. Okay, so so a quarter of it, and then I can't really remember what we said for fat and things like that now, but the gist of it is, that's the gist of it. So I think we said about 36 to 8 grams of fat. So it's about 9 grams of fat. 26, 7, 4, 28. So roughly just under 7 grams of saturates as well. Okay, so there you go. I've forgotten all that already, really. Yeah, so 225 calories. There you go. Right. Okay, so let's give it an open. I do love the wrappers, by the way. These, they're all very nice. I love all the little artwork and things. They're very nice. Very. As soon as I opened it, I could definitely smell the mint, which is always a good sign. I did say the Karl Fazer regular bars did like a peppermint bar, and it was with crunchy peppermint pieces, and it's probably what this is going to be actually. Although it doesn't say it's crunchy peppermint pieces, it just says mint and choco drops. So I'm not sure, but those are very nice anyway. So you can see it's just give it a bit of a shake. So you can see there it's I like this appearance as well actually. It's got like the close up of the Karl Fazer signature. Obviously it doesn't show the whole thing, it's just a subset of it. They're all like this, these travel bars, and it's a nice look actually. Minimalist but nice. I like it. Doesn't melt in your hands too much, this chocolatey, which is good. I can handle it a bit. Not too much of course, but it's better than a lot of. No, I don't know if that really matters, but I can handle it anyway. So you can see the choco drops peering through, these little coloured bits. If I show you the back, you can see a bit as well. Now I would say normally these Karl Fazer bars are literally rammed with whatever's inside them, to the extent where it would be ridiculous. And this is a lot less than usual from at least from the outside looking in. So yeah, not sure what to make of that. Maybe because it's mint, they perhaps don't want to have too many in there because it'd be a bit too minty. So that could be what it is. But yeah, it's 15.6 centimeters across now. So we've lost 4 centimeters. Right, so yeah, I think that was probably the case with the peppermint one, the regular Karl Fazer bar I reviewed. I think they don't have as many bits in there. I didn't break very easily there, I have to say. I kind of broke straight down the middle here, but I was trying to just break this bit off. Oh well. Right, so yeah, there's definitely a lot less, like mini Smarties actually. I don't know if you know Smarties. This is basically what they kind of are. You can see the shell there with the chocolate on the inside. So I don't know where the mint is coming from. I don't know if it's coming from those or it's coming from the chocolate, so I'll have to find that out. But there's noticeably less filling in this one than there is in the regular Karl Fazer bars. So I'm because most of all the others are literally rammed full of stuff, I reckon it's probably done on purpose. So let's find out anyway. That may be the source of the mint. So let's have a look. Well, definitely a subtle mint there. I think it's from the chocolate. And a sort of slight crunchiness from the what do they call them? Choco drops. But it's mainly just chocolate really, and with a mint taste. I mean, look, I've snapped this one here, and you can see there's nothing. If I did that on a normal Fazer bar, well, I mean, let's just look. Here's the Copenhagen one, which I still have handy. I mean, look at that. It's just full of pieces, full of pieces. Whereas this one, from what I can discern, there's just not really much in it, really. So what I can discern is that it's actually just the mint is coming from the chocolate, not from the bits. I'm quite sure that's again. I've kind of got mint in my mouth now, so it's hard to be totally certain, but I'm pretty sure it is coming from the chocolate. So I don't know why there's only in fact, there's so few pieces in there. There's only in that big chunk I was eating, nibbling from them. There's only one piece in it seems. And quite subtle. Anyway, they're not really overpowering when you have those crunchy bits. Just like it's weird, it's like a crunchy shell with chocolate on the inside, so it's just like a crunchy bit. So it's only really, I don't know. It's very hard for me to tell now, unfortunately. I'm sorry about this, but I've got mint in my mouth now. That's why I left this one to last, because of the minty taste. I do want it to affect the taste of the other chocolate. It's very hard for me to tell whether the mint is just coming from the chocolate or the crunchy pieces now, but I'm quite sure it's from the chocolate. So I don't know why there's not much filling in this one. So you really just have a block of mint chocolate with every now and again a bit of a crunchy piece in there. But I'd like it to be like the normal Karl Fazer ones, where it's literally just rammed full of these crunchy bits. It would make sense to me if they were the source of the mint, as I say, which they could be. I don't think they are. Let's just see if I've got any. If there's any clue. Mint flavoured milk chocolate with milk chocolate lentils. Yeah, so I'm quite sure it's the chocolate then. The lentils, a bit of a weird name for them, but yeah, I'm assuming that's the crunchy bits. Yeah, so it makes no sense really to scrimp on the little bits, because as I say, the Karl Fazer bars generally are really good for just ramming full of the filling in there, and it's just not really there. You can get quite big chunks without anything in it, and you just have a kind of like a mint chocolate really, which is fine, but it's a bit normal and a bit boring. And these travel editions have generally been quite exciting, and just Karl Fazer bars in general are very, an interesting bar really. There's quite a lot to them, and the insides of the chocolate for the filling is usually quite interesting and different and full, and you really get something you've not really had before. And this one is just a bit too normal for me. It's not filled with enough stuff. It's not particularly great when you do have it, because it's just a shell, a sugar shell with chocolate on the inside, and you're eating chocolate anyway. So I just don't quite get this one. It's almost as if they kind of rushed it, maybe because it's the Rio one. They just wanted to get Rio out there because of the Olympics. I don't really know, but yeah, this is definitely the weakest one for me, and I think it's probably from what I remember, I think the regular Karl Fazer peppermint bar is better than this one, I'd say. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. So yeah, disappointment. Still nice though. It's not unpleasant, but it's a disappointment really. This one, I think, it's definitely the weakest of the travel ones. It's not that there's better Fazer bars out there that do the same thing, just better. If you like, it's not an unpleasant bar. You'll like it, especially if you love mint chocolate. You definitely will like it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit too plain, as opposed to all the other Karl Fazer, most of the other Karl Fazer bars, other than the perhaps regular just chocolate ones, and the smaller bars that just aren't generally as good. But the big bars, at least, yeah, this is definitely one of the weakest. Yeah, I think it's a bit disappointing. I think most other mint chocolate, does this job. the same, if not better. If you had a mint aero, you wouldn't get the crunchy bits, but you get the same taste roughly. Maybe a bit less subtle, but yeah. And I think the Fazer bars generally are, I would say, a bit more higher end than those. But this one's a bit of a thing. So I'll just try another chunk just to check. But yeah. Yeah, a bit disappointing really. I think there's a bit of crunch there in the chocolate, but it's not loads. The mint is I like the way the mint is quite subtle. Yeah. It's definitely from the chocolate, the mint. Yeah, not too bad, but an average one, this one. A 3 out of 5, I think. Not unpleasant. Just does what it says, really, this one, and nothing more, I'd say. A bit disappointed with this one, but it's but the fact that the Copenhagen one was possibly one of the best chocolate bars ever. I think you have to have the yin and yang going on there, don't you? So bit of balance. But it's really nice. Just a bit, I don't know, I think it's just a bit too normal compared to the other travel bars, and not different enough. The other ones were just so different and so nice. Yeah, maybe this is just a bit disappointing. If it was the first one I tasted, I thought, oh yeah, not bad, nice flavours, and yeah, got some kind of nice packaging and things. But because I've had the other ones and I've seen how special they are, I think I saw how special they are. I thought this one would be on a par, but this is probably the weakest one, I think. But it does have the Rio name, so it's probably sold a lot because of the Olympics, I guess. So who knows? Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that review. It's probably a bit of a long one there, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, like my video, so subscribe and follow me on Twitter and things, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.